People don't know what is coming, do they? They have no idea. I feel sorry for the zoo. They have no idea. Any day that all of you gang up to support your one Nigeria garbage, the more you're digging your collective graves. Nigeria can never ever be fixed. It's broken beyond repair. Can never be fixed.
Nigeria, Mohammed fall. Is angry, said this time justice must be served. And Donald Trump is angry as regards he said the Nigerian government are not doing anything as regards the insistence on the continuous killing of innocent people in Nigeria. What is really going on as regards the insecurity in Nigeria? And this is becoming annoying, and they say I'm the Kanu terrorist. What is your take as regards this?
Yeah, thank you so much. It's annoying to say that Nnamdi Kanu and the Samonepa are terrorists. I think federal government under Muhammad Buhari is a terrorist. Do you know that? Why? Because Buhari allowed bandits, Boko Haram and Saru, killer headers to invade Nigeria and the Mahmuda, and the Buhari administration did not do anything to reduce them or to bring anybody to justice since inception of this various terrorist organization. One. So it is very annoying and appalling for this administration of Bola Ahmed Tinubu to say that Simon Ekpa is a terrorist and Nnamdi Kanu is a terrorist when Tinubu has gone to France to enjoy himself while 30 people lost their life this weekend, totally 112. And Donald Trump is annoyed. The United Nations is beating their chests over what is going on in northeastern Nigeria, where many civilians just lost their life like that, and Nigerian president is enjoying his leave in France. I'm trying to tell you that Simon Ekpa is not terrorist, Nnamdi Kanu is not terrorist. Instead, we know that the state of insecurity in Nigeria is getting out of hand. So how could you tag somebody that is not perpetrating terrorism terrorists while people are killing, dying, buying people in the north? Do you know how many that lost their life this weekend? Many civilians were killed. So let me tell you, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is agitating for emancipation of Biafra. Nobody could hold him for that. Likewise, some EPA, far be it from terrorism. They are not. Instead, the government, this current government, you can see the behavior of the government officials, public office holders, ranging from the Senate president down to the last man, the way they're funding themselves, their pocket, their interest, their offshore accounts, while Nigerians are just dying of economic excruciation. Let me tell you, these people economically are committing economic terrorism. The whole public office holders, disgruntled elements, politicians, they are the ones that are committing financial economic terrorism. Then again, when it involves human life, that is when we call it act of arsonism, terrorism. Terrorists that waste human lives, Oga, is largely found taking place in this administration and the previous administration of Muhammad Buhari. So let me tell you, Trump is annoyed. Antonio Guterres, the current Secretary General of the United Nations, is annoyed because of the levels of Christians in their large populations dying in Nigeria, North, Northwest, Northeast, Southeast, Southwest, and Nigerian politicians are just busy taking holidays in France, in America, all over the globe, enjoying themselves. I'm telling you that they are the ones that are perpetrating terrorism in Nigeria, not Simon Ekpa, not Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Yes, it has degenerated to the level that we should ask Nuhu Ribadu questions. How come about is not securing the whole country? Nuhu Ribadu should be questioned. Nuhu Ribadu was the former EFCC chairman. Why giving him NSA? He's not securing everybody.
Is it that he's not capable?
No, he's not capable.
Or
People are dying.
Fulani
is killing everybody. See, I'm not excluding Southwest. In Southwest here, Fulani are killing farmers, Yoruba farmers. Yoruba farmers are dying in their large number. Look at Ondo Forest, invaded by bandits, terrorists. Look at Kwara Forest, invaded by Mahmuda. Didn't you know that Mahmuda and the Ansaru leader wanted by United Nations and USA? Don't you know that they were arrested in Kwara State? Do you know how many people they pied? These alive and unalived. Many Kwara people, and Kwara people are from Southwest. So it is interwoven. It's happening in the West, it's happening in the East, happening in the North, in the South, everywhere. Didn't you see when Bayelsa raised alarm? that they have come to Bayelsa land. They formed vigilantes and groups, armed struggling groups in the Niger Delta region now, looking for Fulani headers. They are everywhere in Nigeria, my brother. The people that are orchestrating terrorism across Nigeria are going freely, moving freely, supported, sponsored and funded by Sadwan of Sokoto, who is giving them every support they needed, calling Christians infidel. So Christians are infidels because they are not wasting people's blood.
Why is he not coming to say anything?
He's not coming out to say anything because he knows about it. He knows about it, and he was on the run last week. Have we forgotten? When they invaded his palace, they actually spy him. He left. He escaped. And many were killed in his palace. They kidnapped many emirs now. So that's why you see, what turns around, goes around. It has now come to Sadwana. Sadwana took off. He picked race. So that's why I'm telling you that it is interwoven and we should call spade a spade. The people that are responsible for insurgency in Nigeria, insecurity that has actually got billions of naira in recent time for procurement of arms, was caused by the northern region. The elites, the key state actors, the elites, the intellectual in the north, in Arabic education and so on and so forth, are responsible for Islamization evangelism that brings about killings by headers, Boko Harams, bandits, and so on and so forth in the north. The north should be questioned. And they are the one that will prefer solution to insecurity in the north. They know about it, they form it, they sponsor it, they fund it. That's why the information that is coming from UAE is very, very tangible, sensible, and is substantiated enough to nail the elites in the north.
But a lot of people have said now this is happening, and the president, the last time he went to France and UK, he spent 19 days, and now this time again, some people are saying this: if Tinubu is not capable, let him step down, because you cannot be in France going to UK, and they're even hiding his medical, condition presently. And the like of Onanuga, he said the former Namibia president that died, at least Namibia know of his health condition. Do you not think at time, Tinubu, and his government, because that was, he said we continue for Buhari stop. That was how Buhari was traveling out for medication. Do you not think if they're not capable, let them, resign?
Let me help you. He's medically incapacitated, and he should have done the needful. The Fulani actually has seen that Tinubu is ailing. He's ailing and rapidly aging, and the repercussion and the implications of aging as a result of senility. With aging, there comes various sickness, and the term is called senility. So this time around, medically, he's not qualified to take care, to to captain the affairs of the country, because there's much tension, pressure, going on right now. He could not pick the whole phone calls. It's not good to preside over that office of Asu Rock, picking calls from America, Canada, Europe, Asia. Only you, at least, attending to all these calls could connote to much dilemma, pressure, and the tensions. That's why you see that he just zoomed out of the country, went to France, where he, went for medical attention. So what we are saying is that he's not qualified. Yes, and they should come out and table it to us that, look, this man is not okay. So that's why we are still reiterating that what happened to Yaradua. There was a time Yaradua actually threw the trowel. He threw the trowel and went to Germany for treatment. He threw the trowel and went to Saudi Arabia for treatment. And I'm telling you, it is the right time that this man actually do that. That's it.
Should you hand over to Shetima?
No.
Are you scared?
No.
Because I've never handed. Every time he's travel, just like Buhari hand over to Oshibanjo. Is it that you don't trust him? Hand over to Shetima. He has never. Everybody is complaining that. At least hand over. Deputy.
Listen to me, Mr. Correspondent. Listen. There was never a time Muhammad Buhari handed over to Yemi Oshibanjo. No, he handed over to Abba Kyari. So this time around, if Tinubu failure to hand over to Shetima, it means Chefumi Kemi Chefue. Me chefu, me fu. When I do you, you do me. When you do me, I do you. God no go vex. No, lie. This time around, Shetima is not acting in acting capacity. It is Chei, Bayo Nonuga, and so on and so forth. That is one good turn that deserves another. That is what the North did to Yemi Ochibanjo, and the West is trying to do it back to the North. They are trying to balance the equation so that we should correct that kind of anomaly in our political system. So what I'm saying is medication, if not well certified by medical professionals in regard of the kind of condition we found Mr. President in right now, it is called incapacity, incapacitated, meaning the second person, the person that deputizes him to step in, as you said, Shetima. But we are not doing it because North is often denying us that. So the South is trying to deny the North that as well. That's I'm not blaming Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Whosoever he handed over, if not Shetima, I'm not trying to say he has done wrong thing. It was the North that actually did it first. So we have seen a president that is not capable this time around. Many people are dying in the North. That's why Donald Trump is annoyed, and the United Nations themselves. Many people are dying in the North, especially the Christians and the civilians, and Tinubu left everybody in that kind of dreadful situation and jettisoned to faraway France. How do we say it? It is insensitivity. A government that is not sensitive to the well-being of the citizen could only behave the way this current administration behaves.
This video making rounds is nothing short of electrifying.
Don't tell me get out. Don't touch me again. If you touch me again, I'll show you now. You're not going to be empty. Baba, don't touch me. Don't touch me. Yeah, I'm not going out. No. Please. I'm paying tax in this country for which country? This country for 21 years. My business registration is 20. You all are paying taxes. Yeah, so why are you telling me not to be here? Why? Why are you telling me? Yeah? I'm a South African. I got my ID with me. I can't walk out. I can't walk out. Do your work. You can go out. Yeah. I can't. I can't. Hello? Yeah, hello. South Africa got 100 and something companies in Nigeria. 100. They are using our hospital. You don't talk rubbish. They are using it for free. What I pay? Yeah. Sorry. What kind of stupid, wicked people are here? Killing people in the hospital. It's very bad. This you are asking me is bad. You are killing people. No country in this world will do that kind of rubbish you are doing. It's wickedness. Maybe you are from Mozambique or Zimbabwe. You come here to South Africa. You are forefathers from Mozambique or Zimbabwe. You come here to South Africa. Killing people. You think you are fighting for right. That is not your right. You're just stupid. It's not your right.
Can you please calm down?
Touch me now. I'll finish you here now. I'm serious. Touch me. Touch me. Serious you. No, what you are doing is bad. What you are is bad. It's bad. You are chasing people that is pregnant from hospital. Where have they done such a thing in this world? Nowhere. Only South Africa. We helped you when you are in apartheid. We helped to bring you out. We saved millions. I'm not lying. If you don't go to school, go and read about it. Nobody can read about it. You don't mess up. No.
Turn that off.
No.
Turn that off.
No. It's bad. What is happening here is bad. If nobody will talk, they have to talk. Call police and arrest me. If I did something wrong, bring police and arrest me.
Listen.
Yeah.
Can you please respect the fact
Yeah.
that I'm trying to talk?
Okay, no, I want to say what is happening behind the
An Igbo man, fearless and bold, stood tall against the so-called Dudula gang in South Africa. And let me tell you, he didn't flinch for a second. No shaking, no retreat, no surrender. He stood his ground on African soil like a true lion. He matched them aura for aura and left with his whites unstained. And let's talk facts. No Africa is a foreigner in Africa. The painful truth is this: if those Dudula talks had the courage to chase away those Europeans who took over their land, who stole their lands, maybe we could take them seriously. But no, they can't even look a white man in the eye. Instead, they pick on fellow Africans, shouting foreigner, as if we are still in the era of slave trade. Shameful. Let's be real. A nation where the mobs take law into their hands is already sliding into the pit of failure. South Africans live freely across the world. Lagos, New York, Dubai, Toronto, England, and no one treats them with this level of hostility. Yet, in their own backyard, they disgrace themselves with xenophobia. This isn't just primitive. It is a national embarrassment. What's even more worse is that South African government tolerates such nonsense, allowing local vigilantes to parade as law enforcers. By now, those Dudula elements should have been rounded up and thrown behind bars for violating basic human rights and human dignity. And that's why this Igbo man deserves every single clap and standing ovation. It is courage. It is also a reminder that public spaces like hospitals are not war zones for vigilantes, but also a safe ground for every human. Because when civil rights are under siege, standing your ground isn't rebellion, it is dignity. So kudos to this lion-hearted brother who refused to bow to intimidation. He showed the world that Igbos doesn't cower, they conquer. And to Dudulas and their sponsors, hear this clearly. Biri Kambirio, live and let's live. Because intimidation won't break us, it only makes us louder, stronger and prouder.
Nigeria, I do not believe it was created by God. I don't believe it. I believe that Elizabeth I got into a deal with the Ottomanian Empire, and they had a deal concerning the Sudan. And those who care to buy the book, buy the book. It's written by a fellow called, the name of the book is The Martyrdom of Man. As far as Africa was concerned, two empires got together and decided that this land will go to the sons of Ishmael. It is self-evident. But let's not go there. This is not a political forum. This is a church. And the church has responsibilities to get right what man got wrong. She's the light of the world and the salt of the earth. That's important. I have no problem with people of any faith being in charge, but they must adhere to the constitution of we the people. And when a constitution purports to be of we the people and it is not, it's some soldiers who wrote it, you have to question why we obey that constitution. Nigeria cannot be a solid nation that is properly grounded going towards her destiny. We started to go, but the Bible says, Psalm 11 verse 3, if the foundation is corrupted, if it is destroyed, what can the righteous do? To build a sustainable building, you have to build a solid foundation. You do a soil test, you do your engineering statics, and you determine what will carry this building and make it last for a long time. There's a difference between any Jankara Jati road and the road that they built that takes you to the Lagos airport. That's a proper road. Why they build roads and resurface them wrongly, I don't know. Somebody suggested to me that it's that kind of road because they want the same contract next year. That means that somebody sitting down somewhere making decisions has no sense of equity and justice. Do you understand? I hope you get me. I'm riding. Are you ready to ride or die? Are you getting ready to ride all the way? Let's go. And we have two civilizations in this country. There was a colonial conquest coming from the Maghreb, the Sahel, and it was interrupted by another colonial conquest of the British. And the British are not, let me say it another way, Awolowo, Tafawa Balewa, Amadu Bello, and Azikiwe. They are not the founding fathers of Nigeria, in my opinion. The founding fathers of Nigeria are some men from Whitehall. And a fellow called Top Goldman, his girlfriend, she named the country, and also Lugard. This nation was created for the business of the British purse, so they wouldn't have to bear the bill for the not as prosperous and unwealthy part of the country.
She wants to name names when the people involved are from the southeast. But when the people involved are from the southwest, she doesn't want to name names. When they are from the north, she's afraid to name names. Tribalism is the stock in trade of Abike Dabere. Shame on her. Shame on Abike Dabere. If not for social media, many of us would have gone to the grave thinking that Abike Dabere is a good role model, that he's a wonderful Nigerian. Many of us would have gone to the grave thinking so. Social media has exposed her for who she really is. Social media. A tribalist, a tribal. Tribalism runs in her vein. Tribalism against the southeast. Many years ago, Abike Dabere was one of those people that we looked up to when she was working in NTA then. She would sit on the screen with a good makeup and a good smile, marshalling news on NTA. We will always admire her. Many young ladies grew up looking up to her. A lot of people took her for a mentor. But social media has really exposed her for who she really is. Tribalism, it runs in her blood. Many had wondered why, for so many years before the advent of social media, the narrative is always against the southeast. And the simple reason was that then, news media was controlled by the southwest. And some of the southwesterners who are tribalists, they were mostly the one controlling the news media, traditional news media, the TVs, the newspapers and co, and the radio stations. And they always spew propaganda against the southeast. Propaganda like the Q in Nigeria was the southeast Q. Propaganda that the southeast was trying to do this. The southeast is trying to dominate. The southeast is trying to... There was no manner of propaganda that they didn't propagate and sustain against the southeast. But social media came and democratized the media space and took away control from them. They couldn't control it. That is the story of Abike Dabere. I'm one of those that will always watch her thinking, this woman is an excellent woman. Is a role model. But today, we are seeing her for who she really is. We are seeing her for who she truly is. So, some months back, somebody called the attention of Abike Dabere that certain Nigerians were languishing in jail in Indonesia. Abike Dabere responded. And the guy for her was supposedly from Southeast. He responded and told the guy that he's lucky. That they are lucky that the NDLA saved them. If not, they will go there and something will happen. They will die there. Guess what? Later, she gave a publication saying that 20 people on death row in Indonesia were from Southeast. Rather than this is somebody that is diaspora chairperson for Nigeria, not from Southwest, not for Southwest. So she said that 20 people on death row were from the Southeast. She mentioned where they were from. Now, another issue happened. The people were not from Southeast. She refused to mention them. She said Nigerians. So about last week, about 3 monarchs from the Southwest, where one was arrested in the US. They were monarchs. Oba. One was arrested in the US for COVID-19 scam. Another in Puerto Rico for laundry. These were traditional rulers, so no young men, old men. Another for kidnapping. So somebody from the Southwest. Now, because Abike Dabere was saying we should be naming people where they are from and shaming them. So this guy asked Abike Dabere again. You said we should be naming names where they are from and shaming them. Should we now, have you forgotten, suddenly develop amnesia that you have forgotten to name these people where they are from? Guess what? She went to delete the tweet where she had tweeted that people names should be named. Why? Because the people involved are from the Southwest. When Kwam blocked an airline in the international airport in Lagos and committed crime, Abike Dabere was the one that tweeted that he should be forgiven. It is shameful. If not for social media, many of us will go to our grave and say, this woman, in short, if we find ourselves in heaven, we will be there to testify that this woman is an excellent woman. Social media has really exposed a lot of evil in Nigeria. The evil of tribalism. Majorly propagated by the Tinubu part of southwest Nigeria. Their stock in trade is tribalism. She wants to name names when the people involved are from the southeast. But when the people involved are from the southwest, she doesn't want to name names. When they are from the north, she's afraid to name names. Tribalism is the stock in trade of Abike Dabere. Shame on her. Shame on Abike Dabere.